Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here, and welcome to another World of Warcraft Legion episode. Today we're going to be completing the UUNA questline. In fact, I'm going to do the whole questline so that you can see how to do the whole lot, including the 7.2.5 stuff of actually getting the non-combat pet UUNA, and then going into the 7.3.5 questline after that that's just been released this week. So hopefully we'll cover everybody and all bases will be sorted. So in order to get UUNA, you do need a max level character, and unfortunately some RNG is involved a little bit later on, so you can do this every day until the RNG falls on your side. We need to begin by collecting a bunch of items, and the first item we need is the Call of the Devourer. So that's this item here, and it drops pretty randomly from this area, the Scavenger's Boneyard, which is in Antoran Wastes, and the coordinates are, looks like about 5442 is the entrance here. And you just want to basically slaughter all these enemies until eventually you are going to get this item, drop the Call of the Devourer. So this is the first item that we need, and once we've got this, we can then go and collect the next three items, which are a little bit easy because they don't drop from mobs. The first of those three items then is known as HDR Bone, that's the one. And if you just come south of this green fell area here, coordinates if you're using them are 5054 roughly, or 5055. And you'll see the altar with the book on. Well, we're just going to the right hand side of that, and you'll see the bone in question, the intact HDR Bone, just on the floor. So we're going to go ahead and loot that. And then next up, we're going to an Imp Cave at 6526. Next up then is the Imp Bone, and the cave is located just after this bridge here. So still in the same zone, and we're at coordinate 6527. So we're just going off the furthest east of these three bridges here. And as we head inside, we're going to have to make our way through a little bit. So we will have to fight some enemies, but I'll show you the way here. So we've got the first Imp Mother just up ahead. We can avoid that completely. Possibly. And just keep following the path around. And up the stairs to this Imp Mother here. We are going to have to kill a few enemies at this point. Okay, so I killed that Imp Mother that was just there, though I don't think you have to. But just so we don't get interrupted while I'm showing you. It can be tricky, this, if you don't know where you're looking. So, from where the Imp Mother is there, we're going to look straight up. There should be a rare elite up here, yes, Priscilla, just so you can get your bearings. And just as if you was going up to Priscilla, just on your right here, you can see the arm. And this is the item that you want, the intact Imp Bones. Okay, so there we have it. It's there somewhere, because we just looted it. Okay, well, we got it anyway. So that's what you want, the intact Imp Bone. There it is. And we just have one more item we need to go and get now, so I'll leave the cave and see you there. So for the third and final item that we're going to need, well, fourth if you include the scroll, we need to get the Fiend Bone, which can be found at this location, back in the Scavenger Graveyard, or just at the other end of it, really. And the location is 5235, and you'll see this large pillar that's supporting the floor above us. If you just come round to this side of it, I'll just turn the view here so you can see where I am. So you've got this kind of things, or these two dangly things from the roof here. It's literally just near that. There it is, the intact Fiend Bone. So we'll go ahead and loot that. And we actually have every item that we need now to fulfill the next step, which is summoning the Many-Faced Devourer. And I did mention earlier that there's some RNG involved. Unfortunately, that's where it kicks in. So let's go over there and I'll explain what's next. Right, so we're going to come to this location here, which is 5439. And it's just located where I am on the map, you can see here. We've got all these bones located around the place. And in the centre, we'll have this bone effigy. Now, this will only show if you've collected all of the aforementioned items that we've just collected. However, if you have collected all those items, you get here and the bone effigy isn't present. That's because of a common bug. All you need to do is relog, and this should be here then once you've logged back into the game. So with the bone effigy here, we are just going to click it. But the mob that spawns is an elite mob with 113 million health. So I recommend either joining a group for this, using the group finder tool, or having the Warframe so that you can do a ton of damage to the elite mob before it expires. Now, I mentioned about RNG. The reason we need to kill this mob is because we need to get the doll, the actual pet itself that drops from it. But it only has a low chance of spawning off the dead corpse. However, that chance of drop has been increased through a hotfix as of recently, the last couple of days. It's still not 100%, but one thing you can do to boost your chances is by doing the same collecting of the items on multiple max level characters. Now, if you do fail to get the item, you can simply come back the next day and repeat the process. You don't even need to collect the 4 items. You just need to come back to the bone effigy here, and every day you can have another chance at trying to get the item to drop. And once you've got the items, the 4 items we just collected on your other max level characters, you can repeat the process multiple times a day. And with the higher drop chance, hopefully it will just take a few days, maybe even on your first day, in order to get the doll to drop. So for my particular attempts, I've just done it the long way. I haven't got the Warframe. And the damage is sustainable anyway. It just takes a bit of effort to actually DPS this guy down to death. But we'll see if we actually get the item. If not, I'll be farming it on other characters. No, I didn't. In fact, I already killed it on this character and didn't get the item. I just wanted to show you the kill again. So I'll have to come back tomorrow on this Paladin in order to go for another attempt. But I am going to go on my other characters now and repeat the process. And hopefully we'll get the doll so that I can continue on with the video. Okay, folks, so this is day 2. And on my 3rd attempt on day 2, so with my 3rd level 110 character, I managed to get UUNA, the doll, to drop. So in total it took 8 attempts. That's 5 attempts on day 1 and 3 attempts on day 2. And for the sake of information, every attempt was made after the recent hotfix went live that increased the drop chance of this item. So if you're only doing this with one particular character each day, then expect this to take a good week or 2 if you're using the same kind of luck or get the same kind of luck that I have. You could get it quicker, of course. You could, get unlucky and it could take much longer. That's just the nature of RNG, unfortunately. But I do recommend getting a few characters, max level characters, down to camp this area so that you can just log on to them, even if you don't play them much each day, just to have extra attempts at the drop. So anyway, guys, once you've got the pet in question, I feel bad calling this little Draenei girl a pet, but hey, that's what it is. So once you've got the pet in question, we can go ahead and do all of the brand new 7.3.5 content that involves UUNA, and we'll have a look at that moving forward with the next episode. So thanks for stopping by today, guys. Good luck with getting your UUNA doll, and let me know when you get it in the comment section so we can see how many people are actually getting it. If you're not having much luck with it, let us know as well. And if you have any tips with how to get this thing faster, then please do share those with us. But moving ahead, as I say, we'll go ahead with the 7.3.5 stuff that UUNA is involved with and see where we go from there. So see you in the next episode, guys. Take care.